All right, guys, it is Sunday. We're here at the shop working on some of our personal projects. We got the 82 Supra with the 4-cylinder swap going on. I am working on a bumper for the Tacoma. I'm stoked to get this bumper going. We'll go ahead and get started on the bumper, see if we can't pretty much wrap it up today. Once the bumper's done and the drive shaft is in, I have this one more piece of tubing. I was gonna try and knock out some rock sliders as well. I don't know if I'll get those done today, but once the bumper and rock sliders are on, it's ready for a slight cage, and then we can really go beat the piss out of this thing. So I'm gonna start with getting the support from this bend, probably down to this front cross member, and then probably another one from this bend down in the same area. So clamp it down. This is the JD2 Notch Master, I believe. JD squared. Alright, so we're actually going to try and die this in right here. Probably coke this down to like a 45, I think. So we'll go notch it to a 45 and revisit. Alright guys, we recoked it to a 45 instead of a 50. Looking much better as far as where I want the tube to go. We're going to cut angle into this bad boy. See how we did? And we kind of pushed it. Fourth time's a charm. Bang! Alright, we'll take about another 5 degrees, so we're gonna go down to a 40-degree coat. Maybe we'll go 38.
My dad says about no power?
How's the Supra coming, Nicholas? Oh.
Yeah, that's how it's coming. No heat, no AC. Actually, the AC light comes on when I push the button.
That's rad. Bang! And we got ourselves some tubing, guys. I think it looks alright too. Dang. Let's see if we can replicate it exactly. So I need a little less angle on this one for whatever reason. Yes, you're 100% allowed to make fun of my table. I really need to get more functional in here, but by the way, if you're considering getting a full pit saw, 100% okay. Alright, looks like that'll do for angle of this angle. Might need to just clean it up a hair with a grinder. I wouldn't even bring chops out, but we need probably 5 less degrees and passing. Alright. I like it much better. Oh man. I think it's perfect, guys. I think it's just about perfect. Yeah, no complaints from me there. Now if I could get it to stay there for 1 minute. Pretty roughly where it's gonna be. This one. That one likes to stay pretty rough of the way it tends to be. And step back. Check it out from multiple angles. It's pretty simple, but I think pretty functional. Definitely will brace that corner for when I inevitably tie some fender hoops to it. So I think that's a good first 2 bars. I think I'm gonna have one come from here and go to the top right here. Maybe I'll do some crazy tube up. I don't know. I'll mess around with it, but I'm gonna get these tacked on. And after those are tacked on, we'll keep cutting tube, notching tube, and bending tube. Actually, I think we're about done bending tube. But we'll cut and notch the tube, get this bumper dialed, and put the drive shaft in. That's pretty exciting to say. Both tubes prepped. Let's get them tacked on. All right, so as you can see here, I mocked up 2 uprights. Need to make sure we tie this winch plate into the bumper, which is tied into the frame, so it's all one unity, because in one entity, because we don't want it ripping off when we're winching ourselves out, other people out, whatever. I want to make sure it's solid. So I'm gonna go ahead and notch these with a good old JD2 notcher and see if we can't make something happen. Alright, we got these notched. I'm gonna go here. Take it straight up and down. And here. So, obviously we didn't cut today. Alright, we got both these cut size. Let's go try them on. Some metal. Cut some of that out. It's doing pretty good. All right, we got everything cleaned up. Tubes notched, prepped, surface prepped. Actually, I'm gonna prep this surface real quick, and then we're gonna tack these in place and be one step closer to having this thing dialed. I will own a shoe polisher one day. Well, alright guys. Got a couple more pieces cut. I think it looks pretty alright. What about you guys? I did kind of want to put something from this bend down to the chassis. But I am going to be burning all this in real good. And this is triangulated. And then we have this tube. I do believe it might be good enough. All right, so decided that that's enough for what we're doing. I'm gonna reinforce the winch plate to the chassis. That's where the strain is gonna be. This is just for bashing rocks. Yes.
Oh no, I'm just saying off because I got a wire through. And this is the pain.
Is this fully wrapped? Yeah. It's fully wrapped? Oh, guy welded it out. Alright guys, just got this thing welded out. See if it still fits on the truck. Separate. Woohoo! She's tight now. I am good, but I do need a hand.
You're good, but you need a hand. What do you need a hand
It's not that one. It's not. Look. I want it.
for? My right hand's the other one.
So put your on. Oh shit! Okay. Dude, that cost some fitness. Right? Right? Really well. So what is it, Nicholas?
It's the starter.
Relay?
Yeah.
So, why does it need alternator?
It doesn't go to the alternator, but the starter to the same wiring harness as the suit.
So, why doesn't it get fuel? Just doesn't start with that.
Just doesn't start. Well, I remember one of the green one, the green and the yellow. I put them both at the same time, and it wouldn't start. I connected one of them, and it wouldn't start. And I connected the other one, and it wouldn't start. So I had to connect both. One of them was fuel, and one of them was crank.
Nearing the end of the day now. We're about ready to go home, eat some dinner. Nicholas started the day with all of the
Every wire that runs this thing?
the dash harness on top of the engine, and now the dash harness is in the car, so that's pretty rad. made some progress on the 4-cylinder Supra swap. This is a MK282 Supra with a 3RZ engine. It will get boost eventually, but we're poor people, so not now. I bought this tubing back when it was $2 a foot. It is now $4 a foot, doubled in price since then. But I got my bumper built. This came off a rock crawler I bought specific for the parts that it came with, so I'm stoked with that. Got the winch plate. It's pretty simplistic tube bumper. Looks good. I'm gonna spray paint everything below this line, so it's all just black. I've been letting it rust and it kind of looks like not good, so I'm gonna spray paint everything black, get that good to go. And next weekend I might start sometime this week. I'm gonna start on those rock sliders, so we'll see how this week goes. I got a lot of work for this week, but I do want to get the sliders in. Oh, and last, before I go home for the day, I am gonna put my front drive shaft in, and I'm gonna go probably run something over. Maybe I'll show you guys. So I'm gonna get this painted and yeah, go wheeling.